They entered Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat in Turkey, and what they found there could change everything we know about this ancient biblical story. Could this be the definitive proof of the existence of the famous vessel that survived the Great Flood? In this video, we explore one of the most fascinating and debated stories in the Bible, the universal flood, the construction of the Ark, and this possible discovery on the summit of one of the world's most iconic mountains. The story of a flood sent by God to renew humanity is one of the oldest and best-known narratives in the world, appearing in various cultures. From the Epic of Gilgamesh, considered the oldest literary work ever found, to the myths of the indigenous peoples of the Americas. In the Christian version, this story revolves around Noah, the man instructed by God to build an ark capable of housing his family and a pair of each animal species. Following divine orders, Noah would have faced 40 days and 40 nights of storms and was responsible for repopulating the earth through a new covenant between the Creator and his creatures. This account is described in the book of Genesis, including the place where the ark would have landed, Mount Ararat in present-day Turkey. As you can imagine, countless searches have been carried out over the centuries to find evidence of Noah's Ark, but none have produced any concrete results. Until now, perhaps. In today's video, we're going to discuss a potential discovery made on Mount Ararat, which researchers and archaeologists are presenting as the real Noah's Ark. We'll show you images of the site and objects that, according to them, belong to the family of the righteous man who saved humanity. Could the search finally be over? The story of Noah and the building of the ark is recorded between chapters 6 and 9 of Genesis. It begins when God realizes that humanity has become evil. In verse 5 of chapter 6 we read, "The Lord saw how great was the wickedness of the human race on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was always evil." Faced with this situation, God decided that the only solution was to renew his creation, eliminating evil so that good could prevail again. For this mission, he chose Noah, a righteous and blameless man, the only one of his generation who walked with God. The Lord gave Noah precise instructions on how to build the ark, which had to be followed meticulously. These instructions are described in verses 14 to 16 of chapter 6. "Make yourself an ark of resinous wood, divide it into compartments, and anoint it with bitumen inside and out. This is how you shall build it. Its length shall be 300 cubits, its breadth 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. At the top you shall make an opening of 1 cubit and place the door on one side. The structure should have 3 floors. After this, God warned that in 7 days he would send the flood to destroy every living thing that breathed under the sky. To ensure the preservation of creation, Noah had to take with him his wife, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, as well as a couple of each kind of impure animal and 7 of each kind of pure animal. Noah followed all the instructions and entered into a covenant of renewal with the Creator. At the end of the 7 days, the fountains of the oceans burst open and the floodgates of the sky opened. For 40 days and 40 nights it rained heavily, covering the whole earth, including the highest points of the mountains. When the rain stopped, the flood continued to cover the earth for 150 days, until the ark ran aground on Mount Ararat. Noah, his family, and the animals waited for God's instructions to get off the boat. The Bible states that Noah was 600 years old when he received the mission, and that the entire structure of the ark was completed in just 7 days. However, Mount Ararat is real, and many believe that, given the size of the mountain, it would be possible for a vessel of this size to house a great diversity of animals. Converting the measurements from cubits to meters, Noah's Ark would be approximately 150 meters long, 25 meters wide, and 15 meters high. To give you an idea, the length of the vessel would be equivalent to 1.5 soccer pitches, and it could fit 3 NASA space shuttles from nose to tail. Today there is a replica of the Ark, built as a tourist attraction and museum, located in Grant County in Williamstown, Kentucky, in the United States. This replica faithfully follows the measurements described in the Bible and is considered the largest wooden construction in the world. Due to these impressive details, many believe that the story of Noah's Ark may have a basis in truth, going beyond religious faith. For this reason, over the centuries, various expeditions have explored the icy peaks of Mount Ararat in search of traces of the Ark. From Roman scholars to medieval travelers and even Ottoman soldiers, thousands of people have ventured out with the aim of finding material evidence of this biblical passage, but without success. However, an international team of researchers from China and Turkey claim that these millennia of searching may have finally come to an end. They are part of the group Noah's Ark Ministries International, an Asian Protestant Christian organization dedicated to the archaeological exploration of possible biblical evidence. According to the members of this expedition, fragments of wood were found at an altitude of more than 4,000 meters, and carbon analyses indicate that these remains may be more than 4,800 years old, which would coincide with the time when the flood occurred. In addition, the researchers claim that the wooden structures discovered appear to be part of compartments, which would be in line with the description of the Ark in Genesis. They have even released images of the site, showing a formation reminiscent of large corridors and partitions, revealing the possibility that these spaces may have been used to house the animals over a long period of time. But as expected, this discovery has generated intense debate in the scientific community. While religious groups and some archaeologists celebrate the find as confirmation of one of humanity's most emblematic stories, many scientists and historians question the veracity of the evidence. For them, it takes more than fragments of wood to prove that it really is Noah's Ark, since the Mount Ararat region is volcanic and is known to be home to ancient human settlements, which could explain the presence of wood at such a high altitude. But what about you, Christian brother? Do you believe that this could really be Noah's Ark? If so, say amen in the comments and leave your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the bell for more videos. It's always good to have you here with me. Until next time, and may God bless you greatly.